Hey there, Papper Jerks. It is your favorite, thickest vacationing Papper person coming from Kauai, Hawaii. Doesn't sound right. Some of you may have caught my last video about traveling to Nashville and Knoxville, Tennessee, and not having my Cpap device. This time, I brought it. Now, a couple things about bringing my Cpap device. Typically at home, I use a ResMed AirSense 10. I did not bring that. Instead, I brought the Luna 2 AutoPap by 3B Medical. Now, the reason I did this is because I didn't want to damage my own personal machine that I really like that is data capable. So I brought a machine that, quite honestly, compared to my own device, is substandard. So a couple things about traveling with your PAP device. Main one, bring a device. If you have two, bring the one you don't really want. Should you get a travel CPAP machine? Honestly, probably not. The cost is about the same, and personally, I don't really think it's all that worth it. I would try to get something like an AirSense 10 if you can get one used. Maybe you have a Philips Respironics device that was recalled. You just want to use that one for travel because you already got another one. If you want a travel machine, go for it. Overall, I think they're not worth the money, but some people like them because they are a little smaller, a little more compact. One tip for travel with CPAP, do not put it in your checked luggage. That is asking for problems. One, high likelihood it can get damaged. Two, if it gets lost or stolen, you're screwed. Always take it as carry-on.
The ticketing agent for Hawaiian Airlines said you can bring CPAP equipment on the plane, no problem. It doesn't count as a carry-on or a personal item. However, you do need to get permission if you have a battery to use your CPAP machine on the plane. That is just a simple piece of paperwork that you fill out at the ticketing counter, like right when you arrive to the airport. That's only if you plan on actually using the CPAP device. Otherwise, you just bring it on, and getting through TSA is a breeze. Just put it on there like any other item.
Now, some of you are really nervous when traveling about how TSA handles CPAP devices.
The TSA supervisor did not want to be on camera, shocker, but they did refer me to the public relations person. It wasn't all that exciting. She answered all my questions. Basically, you put your CPAP device on the conveyor belt like any other item. Now, I was in the TSA pre-check line, so they did not swab my device. They said they could check it. In the other line, the cattle line with everyone else, they often do check it, and it's not random. She said they'll just swab it, and that's about it. And that's mostly because of all the electrical components in there. That's it. So if you're worried about traveling with your CPAP device through an airport, it's not a big deal at all. We've got some loose ends to tie up. We've handled airline flight. By the way, didn't mention that the CPAP bag, even if the overhead bins are full, you can still always find a spot for it. They're way small compared to the other baggage in there. So don't worry about that. All right, electrical issues outside the US and Canada. Just get a voltage adapter. It'll drop down the voltage so your CPAP device will work. Distilled water, not a worry if you're using your humidifier. If you just get tap water. Tap water is perfectly fine. There's this huge debate raging about distilled water versus non. Here's the issue. Just clean out your humidifier tank every morning. Let it dry. That's the main issue. You're not going to get respiratory tract infections from that. You should be doing it anyway. So distilled water is just a little overkill. Just my opinion. Compliance data. If you're worried about that, it will catch up later. That's a great point made by old Greggy here. Elevation change. Most machines are automatic anymore, and they will go up to 7,500 feet. So if you're going to visit Machu Picchu or Mount Pikachu, and it's at like maybe 10,000 feet, really not much you can do about that. So expect to have some central apneas during that time on your lovely vacation. Who's vacationing that high anyway? And lastly, cruise ships. You have to pre-clear those. Last thing they want is some rando bringing on a machine that starts a fire and burns everyone. So just let their electrical or let their engineering department check out your machine, make sure it's safe. And that's it. Just don't be a dick. Let people know what you're doing. That's all. I love you guys. Are you thinking of traveling? Well, you don't have to travel alone. Travel with cpapsupplies.com. Check it out. I'm in this parts section under the batteries and cables. And guess what? All kinds of stuff in here, all kinds of power adapters, cords. I don't know what you got, but here's what you probably need is this guy, this little $10 item, the changeable plug pack. Wherever you're going, you likely need a different power adapter if you're traveling outside of the United States and Canada. Very possible. These changeable plug packs are super cheap, and I'm sure cpapsupplies.com loves me focusing on this extremely inexpensive option. But there it is for you. And while you're at it, you can pick up all kinds of masks and stuff. And guess what? If you add this to your cart and you use discount code LEFTY20, you get 20% off whatever item you buy, unless it's a machine. They don't do those. Do me a favor, check out cpapsupplies.com, as they do sponsor this channel and they have tons of great deals. And could it possibly be fate that this banner popped up right now, this Air Mini Travel CPAP machine? Is that fate? Could it be? Go ahead and slide that baby in your cart. If you are looking for a travel CPAP machine, check out cpapsupplies.com. And now back to the video.
If you are going on vacation and you are pondering whether to or not to take your PAP therapy device, I implore you, take it. It's worth it. You'll be well rested. You'll be able to enjoy your vacation. So it's really late in the day, and this is at the end of my vacation. So yeah, I'm a little burnt. It's been a lot of days in the sun, but I've had so much more energy on this trip. I'll show some clips of that maybe at the end of this video. Tons of stuff. We've done a ton of stuff. We've pretty much ripped up this island in a good way. So definitely do not skimp on taking your PAP device on vacation. Now, if you want to see some of those vacation clips, check out the link down below. I have a link to my other channel. I think I'm going to rename it again back to Snappy Says. I'll show some clips of the vacation if you want to see it. Actually, tons of clips from this vacation. Look, I know a lot of you are here just for the CPAP content, so the other channel is more of a dump zone for all the other crap that I do. So we'll go ahead and move all that stuff over there. So
They don't want you, Stewie. You've alienated the good people of the Cpap community and this channel.
check it out, subscribe if you haven't at this point. Again, link in the description box down below. And with that, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Why does your mask smell like my feet? Pick up some Mask Bright today. Thank you to all watching, but an extra thick thanks, buddy, to Doug Toombs, Jason Georgiades, Patricia Espelong, Sarvesh Joshi, Stuart Hetherington, Mona Swearingen, Chung-Chu Chen, and Edward Steiner, as well as a big thank you to all my other Patreon supporters and YouTube members. Little tiny thanks, buddy, for you guys.
So I got my stupid hat and I got my sweet Wrangler. We're on the island of Kauai. I'm on my last day of adventure, and I'm doing a bunch of crap, so you know what you don't have to do when you're here. A lot of crap to not do, a lot of stuff to do. I'm sore. I'm in a lot of pain because I've been going full tilt. So join me in my stupid hat and my stupid commentary and a series of videos on Kauai. A lot of chickens here. If you don't like chickens, don't come here. So these guys have been fed. Now they're hissing at me. They're chasing them off. And you, I saw you take a turd back here. That was not cool. I threw those oats for you, and you turd on my back patio. That was messed up. Why'd you do that? And I saw you turd too. You guys are dirty. Just keep eating your oats. You're welcome.